Yeah. Oh, dang it. No, he says he can't. Oh. Michael? Oh, man. Hello? Michael? Hello? Yes. Hello? Hello? Okay, I think I've got you. I'm hoping I'm connected to you now. But I can't hear you, Michael. Why can't I hear him? Michael? Can you hear me now? Michael? Test 1, 2, 3. Yes, sir. Well, I was trying to. I could not hear you at all. I think it's something on my end. I'm going to try to call the first time right now.
Is it not dialing out, or it just can't hear? I just can't hear it. You got your headphone jack out? You know what I'm talking about? Come out of the headphone, into that, try to bypass this, see if that's it.
Are you there? Well, we just had him. I heard him.
Like, if you plug into there, I can't get you onto the live stream. Okay.
I can barely hear you.
You shouldn't be able to hear me at all. Is that headphone on? I'm unplugged to you right now. I'm trying to get the radio station, okay? But I can't hear him at all.
He just hung up. See if you can figure out a way to bypass like you were talking about.
Yeah. Headphone to RCA.
Huh?
Headphone to RCA. Do you have that cord?
Are we on the live stream now?
We are.
Okay.
Okay, we're up and around the live stream. We're going to get to the radio side in a minute. This elimination game, here we go. Siloam, Springs, and Greenwood. This is for all the marbles. Winner go home tonight. Bulldogs have the ball first. Forbes, Bartlett, Stein, Kennan, Ligon. Bartlett hard to the basket, up and good for the Bulldogs. Got to have the senior Evan be aggressive tonight.
Well, he's got a size advantage inside. Let him go to work down low. Good start for the Greenwood Bulldogs tonight.
Road Navies for the Bulldogs. Siloam in their home whites. Take it.
Siloam attempts the three. That's number 20, Weisenberg, and it's good. 3-point shot from the outside for Siloam. They lead now 3-2. Greenwood quickly in transition the other way. Forbes to Ligon out top. Ligon will dribble, now finds Bartlett on the right wing. Bartlett, jumper, and there's a foul on the shot. That foul will be on number 11. That's Vancher. Vancher picks up his first. And that'll send Bartlett to the free throw line to shoot 2. Bartlett has the only 2 points for Greenwood so far tonight. A jumper on the offensive trip last for Greenwood. Bartlett now at the free throw line to shoot 2. First free throw is up, and it is good. Bartlett makes the front end of his 2-shot foul, gets another opportunity. Greenwood and Siloam tied at 3-3 early going. Second free throw off the rim, no good. And Ford clears the rebound for Siloam quickly the other way. And they're going to call an offensive foul. Good job, Caleb Ligon taking a foul there. That'll be on number 3, Stewart. He picks up his first. Vancher already has one, or Batcher. He has one. Greenwood with the possession. 3-3 is our score. 6:48 to go here in the opening stanza from Siloam. The winner advances to tomorrow night at Russellville. The loser's season is done. Greenwood turns the ball over on their possession. Now Siloam will have it moving up the court. Batcher, Weisenberg, he tries to get it inside. That ball's batted away. Good weak side help defensively by Sam Forbes, and out comes Ligon. Baseline or free throw line jumper. They're going to call a foul on the shot. That's the third team foul called on Siloam to begin the ball game here. Foul's called on number 44. That's Ford. He picks up his first. The third team foul already. No team fouls for Greenwood. And Ligon at the free throw line to shoot 2.
Splash. First one, the seniors got it. Some technical difficulties trying to sneak into radio and the live stream. Ligon's second was no good. Rebound cleared out by Siloam. So if you're listening in a block by Forbes, they're going to call a foul. That's not a very good call. Forbes was clean up top. Free
Let's
throws.
see what they call it on. He said it was a block, so it must have been in the body, I guess.
And that's even worse.
Weinsberg will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. First one off the rim, no good. 4-3 in the early going. Greenwood and Siloam. Second free throw up, no good, but Ford tips it in on the rebound. Forbes, Ligon thought about the three, turned it down. Now Forbes straight away, no good. Off the front of the rim, and Siloam quickly the other way. 3-on-2, kick it outside, that's Vasher. Passes it up, now Stewart at the top of the key, that's up and that's good. Actually, that's Newman. His three-point shot is good. And Siloam leads 8-4 in this one. Forbes tries to answer, that's off the rim, no good. Aiden Kennan tracks down the ball, but he is out of bounds. Forbes 0 for 2 from 3. Both of those shots deep. Greenwood trailing 8-4 here. 5:39 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, this is Tim.
Siloam with the possession on the offensive end. Newman kicks it inside. That's Stewart. His reverse layup is off the rim, no good. His counterpart Ligon comes out of there with it. 1-on-5. He decides to pull up. Had Stein inside. They kick it to the right. That's Forbes. Forbes out to Ligon. Straightaway three from Ligon. That's off the rim, no good. Greenwood established themselves in the early going inside. And now have settled for three-point shots the last 2 trips. Ford now sneaks behind, and that's going to be a timeout for Greenwood. Ford knocks down the jumper. Just a layup there. 4:59 left in the first quarter. Siloam with a 10-4 advantage here. Coach Husband needs a timeout, try to rally the troops and try to stem this tide. Greenwood has settled for threes on the offensive end. Had an opportunity to establish themselves down low and have settled for the outside shot, and that's not fallen so far tonight. So Greenwood takes the timeout. Defensively, we're out of sorts on that trip. Ford had an easy layup, and he put that in. We saw him at our place a week ago tonight, and he was able to have his way down low. A couple dunks, and he had a pretty good offensive night, and that time was an easy layup. He was able to put that in.
We welcome y'all joining us on the Sport Talk as we've finally had a little technical difficulties, but we're live now here in the 5A West second-round elimination game here. Bulldogs trailing 10-4 at Siloam Springs. This 3-2 zone we've talked about with Siloam is just a dog defense. The Bulldogs trying to figure it out. Bartlett started out early hot, had the first 3 points, missed a free throw. Here's Forbes' three from the left corner. Splash! Got it. Got to have Sam filling it up. I mean, everybody filling it up, really. 10-7 now. Bulldogs cut the lead in half. They feed inside. Braden Stein got in there for a big steal. We're going the other way. Forbes down the middle of the floor. Layup off the window. Won't go, but he's fouled.
And it looks like it's going to be Newman. I think that'll be Newman's first. It is the fourth team foul already whistled on Siloam. Greenwood with the one. And Greenwood able to take advantage of opportunities here at the free throw line. Forbes, who's been the money man at the free throw line for Greenwood, toes the stripe.
The junior, Forbes' first one on the way is good. He's got 4 points now. 10-8. Greenwood's cut the lead to 2. 4 minutes, 28 seconds left, first period. Ford comes out, which is good for the Bulldogs. They've got Vashon in there along with Weinsberg. Here's Forbes' second one. It's good. 5 points for Samuel, and it's 10-9, 1 point lead. Here's Soderquist now on the right wing. Forbes went for the steal and had it, but he said he stepped on the sidelines.
Oh, he hit the official with the ball. Official standing out of bounds.
That's brutal. So Siloam's got it. That's Weinsberg with it. High post is Newman. Sophomore had a good game against us the other night. So did this kid here, Josh Stewart, the coach's son. 3 ball on the way, and it's good.
Kind of a repeat for him. That's what he did at our place. Took over offensively. And Siloam's leads back out to 4.
Ligon up top against this 3-2 zone. Bulldogs working left to right on your radio dial. They're in the road navies. Siloam in their home whites. Ligon finds Kennan out on the floor. Aiden back to Caleb Ligon. Between the circles they play catch. Ligon trying to penetrate. Goes to Forbes right wing. Soft spots Bartlett down on the right baseline. Penetrate back out to Kennan. One pass, one more. Can they get it in? There's the gap you need to Stein. Soft 15-footer. No good. Rebound Siloam. It's a good look from Stein. Vashon had the rebound.
Good ball movement there for Greenwood. Just the iron unkind there. Stein with a baseline jumper. Just a little bit too much.
Vashon comes to Stewart. Left side back up top to Vashon. His 3 on the way from up top is good. Nate Vashon with the 3. That's the 4-3 for Siloam tonight. The lead 16-9.
Greenwood's got to make stops on the defensive end, but they've really got to do something on the offensive end here, try to cut into this lead.
Ligon up top with it. Finds a high post, right elbows. Bartlett back out to Ligon. Thought about a 3. He to the left elbow. Kennan now out of the left corner. Stepped on the baseline trying to drive in. Nope, they called a foul. Good. Wow, it's on Soderquist, his first. Team's 5th, right? Yep. Bartlett will inbound down the baseline, left side of the lane. Hunter Houston will check in for Kennan. Triple H. Inbound comes to Ligon. At the left elbow, back to Bartlett. He'll drive hard to the basket, up off the window. You bet. Ligon with a nice assist. Bartlett's got 5 points, 16-11, Siloam.
Good play there by Bartlett, establishing himself inside. Got to come down with that rebound. His 3-point shot was missed.
Soderquist let one go from the right corner, a long rebound just off Hunter Houston's fingertips. Fell into a Siloam player's hands. They got to Stewart, and he's fouled on the way to the basket, but he was not shooting. It's on Ligon, his first, team second.
Yeah, what was a bugaboo for Greenwood at Greenwood. Ligon got in foul trouble early in that contest, really took him out of the flow offensively. Chase Bashirs will check in here for Braden Stein. Give the big fellow a rest, and that's good with Ford sitting on the bench as well. Their big 6'6" guy can't go to work sitting on the bench.
And just like that, he comes up off the bench. Coach Stewart playing some chess with Coach Husband. Here's Siloam in the half court now. That's Weinsberg out on the floor with the basketball. Against the Greenwood man-to-man. Soderquist now back up top. Now high post is Newman. They work a little reverse play. Stewart from the left wing's three is on the way, and the left-handed Josh Stewart, the junior, buries his second three. It's 19-11. Forbes now right wing, trying to penetrate against the zone, not there, and threw it away. But the ball was tipped away. Ligon came up with it. Here's Sam out of the right corner. Thought about a three. He'll drive. 15-footers off the mark. Long rebound to Soderquist. And Siloam will handle it and settle down here against a half-court pressure. They throw it to Stewart right wing. He's open for deep three. Yep. Look out. 9 points for him, 3 threes. Coach Husband's got to call another timeout as Josh Stewart's having a night so far with his third three, and they've doubled up Greenwood 22-11.
Yeah, he hasn't worried about where he's been. He's just finding behind the arc, and he's launching it. And he's been in the zone early on in this one. And Siloam has doubled up Greenwood 22-11, and a large part of that's coming from behind the three-point line. Ford has done his damage with 4 points, but Stewart has been deadly from three. They've made 6 threes here in the early going. 18 of their 22 from behind the arc. That's my math for you. 18 points.
Nice.
So quickly, Siloam out to a double-digit lead here on Greenwood. Coach Husband takes his second timeout in the first quarter.
Game is being brought to you in part by Ronald Reagan Realty tonight. Appreciate the Clements brothers, all their help with the radio broadcast and the live stream. Our Ronald Reagan Realty player spotlight tonight will be Braden Stein, and I'll get you the numbers on Big B Stein. We'll have all three guys just in case. There's profiling seniors all year, and Evan Bartlett and Caleb Ligon. We'll rotate all three of them through the broadcast as we go tonight. Had some technical difficulties getting on earlier. Hope it sounds okay. We'll try to get everything adjusted at halftime, so bear with us. Bulldogs basketball. Here comes Greenwood now with 1:50 left, first period. 22-11. Bartlett to Ligon. 3-2 zone by Siloam. You just know it's coming. That's Forbes up top. Finds Ligon. He's cut off top of the key. Now Hunter Houston looking to penetrate from the wing. Bartlett's got it up top. Didn't pull the trigger. He'll take one bounce back to Houston. High post Forbes. Trapped in there. Had to get that ball out in a hurry. Sam with some dribble. Now to Ligon. Out on the floor.
Desperately needs a basket on this offensive trip.
Here's Houston in the left corner. Hunter a couple of dribbles. Kicked out of his hands, a turnover, and Josh Stewart's on the run. Inside the arc, we like that. He'll give it to Weinsberg. Finds Vashon at the left wing. He's working with his dribble. Go inside to Ford. Hunter Houston can't handle him. A reverse layup's good for Jackson Ford. His 6th point. He's making 2s. The rest of them are making 3s. It's 24-11. 50 seconds left first period. Bulldogs in a win or go home match tonight.
Yeah, and they've really got to do something on offensive end. I said it on the last trip. Same thing happened here. Another turnover, and Siloam quickly the other way. Foul going to be called on Forbes. He's going to pick up his second.
And that was kind of a desperation foul on Forbes. There was a layup coming if he hadn't have stopped him. Kennan and Stein back in for Bashirs and Houston. Greenwood down 13. Soderquist will inbound. Here comes Newman back in for Siloam. He'll get Nate Vashon. Yep, just some hot three-point shooting right now for the Panthers is the difference in the ball game. And that is Weinsberg in the backcourt. Forbes waits at midcourt. 2 fouls for Sam. He's got to be careful. Stewart now to Newman. Here's Ford out on the floor. Stewart off a pick, right wing 3 ball. Hey, he missed one, but they're going to get an offensive rebound. Nope, it went off of Soderquist. It'll be Greenwood's basketball. 24 seconds left, first period.
I know it sounds like a broken record, but Greenwood really needs to score on this offensive possession.
No choice.
No choice. That had 2 empty possessions here the last 2 trips. Greenwood's got to try to cut into this lead, playing for the last shot here in the first quarter.
Bartlett will dribble it out. 11 seconds, 10 seconds. Forbes left wing 3 on the way. Too hard. Rebound. Ligon. Can he come out with it? He does. Finds Stein up off the window. Good! And he's fouled. We'll have an and 1 attempt here. Let's see who the foul's on. Wow, good job of the boys to keep the rebound alive. It's going to be on 5, I believe. Soderquist, his second, Dr. Smith.
Yeah, that picks up 2 for him.
Stein's first points. He'll go to the line. Good look from Ligon on the rebound. Free throw is short. Ligon's follow. Will it go? That would have been good if it went.
Yeah,
boy.
had the opportunity, but Greenwood scratches out 2 on that trip. And after one, Siloam leads 24-13, courtesy of the three-point shot.
We'll take a break. It's the 5A West second round elimination game on Greenwood Sports Center and the Sports Hog 103.5. Okay. All right, we'll just see if we can run this through halftime. The problem is my darn phone battery stinks, so it's going to drop in a hurry. But and we're back here at Siloam Springs. Panthers ball leading by 11. Greenwood 5A West elimination game. Bulldogs, well, and Siloam, win or go home, either team. Ford's got it up top. Coming looking for a double pick. Greenwood did a better job of that play. They ate us up last Tuesday against that little play with him at the at the top of the key with Ford flipping it to either wing, but we defended it well there. Here's Stein working on Ford. Forbus got in there and ripped it loose. Sam's on the run. Ahead to Bartlett. 2-on-2. Bartlett to the right wing. Got to go to the basket. There you go. Stein attacking down the middle of the lane. Couldn't get it to go, but he's fouled on the way in. That we have to attack Dr. Smith while they're in transition.
If that's 5.
It is.
No, he's not out there. Oh, it is. It is Soderquist.
Yeah.
He picks up his third.
Anything helps. He's not really one of their main players, but foul trouble's foul trouble. Stein makes a free throw. He's got 3 points, cuts the lead to 10. One more for the big senior. But we have to try to score, if possible, in transition, regardless of the odds. If you get an even number 2-on-2 like that, got to try to be scoring before this zone gets set up. He missed the second one. Newman with a rebound. Quickly, here comes Stewart for Siloam. And he walked. Sure did.
Well, I'll tell you, I don't blame Siloam Soderquist getting out of the way when Stein was coming full bore down the lane there going to the basket.
Here's Bartlett now for Greenwood in the front court, down by 10 points, early second period here. As Lensing is checked in for Greenwood, Micah Lensing, a junior. That's Bartlett up top looking for somewhere to go. Ligon comes to help out. Stein's there at the high post. There's the cut to Bartlett. Now he'll penetrate. Shot up from 15 feet. Wouldn't go. Ford tried for the board. He handles it. Here come the Panthers the other way. That's Weinsberg with it. To Stewart. Thought about a three, pump fakes, now penetrates, shot up, and a whistle way before
There's
any action.
Stein, he picks up his first.
All right. That's the fourth team foul. And it's a shooting foul, though, so Stewart's going to go to the line where he's made 3 threes with ease, so I know these free throws will be no problem for him. Got the first one. He's got double digits now, 10 points.
Good try on the jinx.
Thank you. One more for Stewart. Son of the coach. Second one's good. 11 points for Stewart. Ford will come out, and they'll bring in, who is that? Trey Horton. Haven't seen him, and I don't recall in either meeting. 23 there in top of the zone. Bartlett's got it now. Ligon up top. Goes to Kennan, left side, 26-14. 6.5 to go. Here's Lensing. Nice back cut from Bartlett. Up off the window. Missed the shot right there. Here comes Siloam the other way. Vashon with it. He'll bring it around top of the key with his dribble. Get it off to Weinsberg. He'll bring it around to the top from the left. Left elbow, 15-footer won't go. Long rebound, batted around. Still loose, and Siloam will control it. Nice feed down to Horton. Shot up off the window. Good. Wow. Sure don't need that guy scoring any points against you.
No, and just a loose ball. Greenwood was not able to track down Siloam in the right place at the right time. And Siloam takes a 14-point advantage.
Bam! Kennan steps up from the left wing and says, I'm going to bury this 17-footer, and does right there. Bingo, 28-16. The sophomore getting on the point board. Here's Siloam now. Stewart, Horton up top with it for Siloam. Dribbles to the left side, hands it off to Stewart. Open for three. Ligon got lost. Shot no good. Offensive board, though, stolen away by Lensing, and Lensing into the front court. All the way to the basket, up off the window. Can't get the shot to go.
Lensing thought he was going to get some contact, was not able to do that. And Siloam quickly the other way.
And got Greenwood sleeping. Weinsberg just hustled to the basket. Nice look from Stewart. He's got 5 points. It's 30-16.
Big 4-point swing there. Greenwood had a chance to cut it to 10.
And here is Bartlett up top with his dribble. Out on the floor now, Kennan's got it. Bartlett, top of the key. Thought Kennan might try a back cut right there and flip it over the top. Couldn't find him. Here's Evan, now penetrates into the lane, now backs it back out. Kennan, left corner, puts it on the deck, dumps it to Stein, shot up, good. Kennan with
the big fella work.
Yes. Stein's got 5. 30-18, Greenwood's down 12, 4:35 to go, second period. Weinsberg up top, comes to Newman. He'll dribble it to the top of the key and hand it off to Horton, right of the circle. Well, there's Vachon with it now. He'll hand it off to Weinsberg. They'll reset up top against the Bulldogs man-to-man. That's a Newman now. Bartlett's in his hip pocket. Finds Horton up top. They're being super patient, trying to lull us to sleep. Stein nearly with a steal. Stewart comes up with it. He'll try to penetrate down the left side of the lane. That's a block on Ligon. That's going to be his second. Let's see who they call it on. Yep, it's on Ligon. I figured it was. On the floor at the 15th foul. 4:07 to go. Forbes and Triple H, Hunter Houston back in. Lensing and Ligon will get a breather.
Ligon has to sit down with 2 fouls. Or the smart move there. Now Horton to trigger the inbounds for Siloam Springs.
He's on the baseline, left side of the lane. Up underneath, Stewart got it and got around Hunter Houston. Layup's good, and an and one opportunity. First on Houston. Ford will come back in for Siloam and get Weinsberg. It's a little bit more of a bigger lineup, if you will. Stewart's free throw is long, and the rebound, Kennan drags it down. My God, I knew I'd get him eventually. 32-18. Here's Forbes, top of the key. To the left elbow, back out to Aiden Kennan. Kennan up top with his dribble. Hard to penetrate this zone. Left corner is Bartlett. Can he skip it all the way over to Houston? Couldn't find him. Evan to Forbes, open for 3, top of the key. Wouldn't go. Kennan came flying in. Couldn't handle the rebound, ran into a bunch of bodies. Newman with the board. He'll push it for Siloam. They've got numbers. He'll duck his head up off the window, won't go. Ford came out of there with the rebound. It's going to be a jump ball. They got in there as a jump ball. It'll be Greenwood's basketball. We'll give Stein the steal.
Yeah, good play there. Ford was just willing his way to the rebound there. Stein was able to tie it up like it was a fumble on the football field. Greenwood gets the possession off the jump ball, and Greenwood desperately needs to just a goal. Get between 6 and 8 right before the half to give yourself a chance and get yourself in striking distance for the second half.
Well, thank goodness Coach Stewart took his son out for Siloam, so he's off the floor. Greenwood see if they can get some offense going with their best scorer on the bench so far. Here's Kennan out of the left corner to the wing, skipped it to Houston, 3 ball from the right corner. Oh, just in and out, wouldn't go. Horton with a board. Need to get somebody on him. He's not real handy with the ball, but he got it ahead of the pack to Nick Gray, who we rarely see. Nick Gray throwing in points. I mean, I've never seen this guy in the first 2 meetings.
Gray and Horton have added points for Siloam, 2 guys you haven't seen contribute for the Panthers.
Bartlett with the dribble. Tried to go to Kennan. Ball knocked out of bounds by Gray. It'll stay with Greenwood. As Ligon checks back in, he'll get Aiden Kennan. So Bartlett will inbound to Ligon. Ligon, top of the key. Forbes, rather. Now Ligon's got it. Caleb with his dribble. Picked it up, out on the floor. Hunter Houston to Stein to Forbes, right wing. Drive to the baseline, cut off down there, looking inside, nobody home. Finds Bartlett, top of the key. Let it fly, baby. Didn't get the trigger pulled. Bartlett to Houston, left side. Down in the corner, Bartlett for three. Right, left corner, won't go. Rebound. Ligon nearly swatted it in like a volleyball, but to no avail. He traveled as Stewart got the board, took a step. Now he's on the other end, and he'll charge.
Oh,
yeah.
please.
Yeah. Hunter Houston sat there forever. That's the second on Stewart. Good call.
Yeah, let's get him in foul trouble, and Greenwood has an opportunity. Obviously, he's been deadly from long range. And Greenwood, I told you earlier, want to get between 6 and 8. They got some work to do here in the final 2:04 of the first half.
Not sure why he put him back in, but it cost him that foul there, and he'll have to go back to the bench, and Vashon checks back in for Siloam. Bartlett will bring it across for the Bulldogs, 34-18, Greenwood trailing. Got to have, I'd say, a three here. Just get some points, but I want to see a three. Ligon picked up his dribble. Now Houston way out on the floor. No time for stagnant. Got to figure out something. Here's Ligon. Drives, dumped it to Forbes, left wing. Now high post to Stein. Kick it around, back to Forbes, left wing for three. Off of the back iron, won't go. Gray with a rebound for Siloam. He's going to push it. Minute and a half left before halftime. Gray drives in, cut off by Houston. Out to Weinsberg, top of the key. Now they'll set up in the half court. Here's Newman. Thought about a three. Now he's asking for Gray. Gray gets it top of the key. A little give and go. Good job by Ligon to steal it away. Here's Houston ahead to Forbes, right wing. Sam tries the baseline. Back to Houston for three, right side. Splash! Triple H with a big three. Had to have it. 34-21. Greenwood's down 13 with 1 minute left. And they go ahead and shoot. Newman lets one go ill-advised. Houston with a rebound. Ligon to push. Keep on trucking.
Yeah, try to get, again, the 8 to 10-point range is where you want to be.
We may try to hold here, but I say keep on flooring it. We don't have time to wait. Bartlett now. 37 seconds. Out on the floor goes left side to Hunter Houston. Skip. Tried to go inside. I'm not sure who he threw that to. That's the first interception from Siloam Springs of a Greenwood quarterback in years. So here's Gray. Top of the key now, Ford. 20 seconds left. And Coach Stewart says, back it out over the last shot. Weinsberg's got it. Forbes picked his pocket. Forbes picked his pocket. He's going the other end. Layup good.
Big play there, Samuel Forbes.
7 points for Forbes. It's down to 10, 5 seconds. Now, don't foul right here. Ball's loose, shot up, won't go. All kinds of contact, and they let him play through it. Houston got the rebound of the wild shot. Well, it doesn't look good on the scoreboard, but it sure feels a little better. Both teams scored 10 points in the quarter, and the Bulldogs have cut it to 11, 34-23 at halftime here. Stein with 5 points, Forbes with 7. Ligon's got a free throw. 5 points for Bartlett and Triple H. Hunter Houston buried a three ball. And that's where we stand. Siloam just rained threes on us in the first period. They hit 6 and really extended their lead. I said first period. Yes, that's correct. Ford had 6 inside. Horton had a basket and Gray have a basket. Two seniors off the bench that really hadn't seen all year. So there's 4 points or bonus for the Panthers. Let's take a break and see if we can get some technical problems wound up here at halftime. It's the 5A West District Tournament. This is the second round. It's an elimination round. You win or go home. We saw Siloam girls get upset in game 1 earlier tonight. Greenbrier girls beat them up here on the road, so Greenwood will play Greenbrier tomorrow at home on the girls' side at 6 o'clock. If the boys can win here tonight, whoever wins this game we're in right now goes to Russellville tomorrow, so hopefully Greenwood can, and also qualify for state, by the way. So hopefully Greenwood can come back and win this thing, play a couple more games this week in conference, and qualify for state next week. But long way to go here in Panther Arena, and we'll bring it to you after this timeout. It's Greenwood basketball on Greenwood Sports Center online and the Sports Hog 103.5. Okay, I'm going to try to call you on the cell phone and see if we can get something going. What line are we? What have I called you on here? 104.7? His cell phone deal into now. How can you hear me at all? Can you hear me at all? Can you hear me, Michael? You couldn't hear me?
No.
I'm on my cell phone. I was just trying to plug it in.
That's the same thing as doing that.
Okay. Okay. No, I'm not. I'm just talking on my cell phone. We'll just stay like we are. We'll stay like we are right here and go with it. Yeah, just bring it back. That's fine. All right. We're back here at Siloam Springs. Panthers ball. 5A West elimination match. And Newman with an early basket for the Panthers.
Yeah, he just spun around, nobody there, said, okay, instead of passing it out, I'm going to take this mid-range jumper, and he knocks it down. Siloam gets the first 2 points of the second half.
36-23. They come out in the 3-2 zone, as you would expect. Kennan to Bartlett. Back to Kennan up top, Forbes. Sam looking for help. High post Bartlett. He'll try to penetrate. Little floater won't go. Rebound cleared out by Vashon. Here come the Panthers.
Shot didn't go, but I'm proud of Evan for taking the shot. Just iron unkind. Good.
On the other end, Stewart bears another three. That's been the difference. We've had some shots inside, some good looks from in the paint that we can't get to go down, and they've buried 7 3 balls on us, and it's a 39-23 deficit. That's the difference in the game so far. Ligon has it up top. Picked up his dribble. Kennan comes to help. Now Forbes has it. Sam feeds to Bartlett. Left wing. Back to Sam in the corner. Forbes thought about a three. Now he'll have one dribble and need help. He'll come to Vashon, or to Kennan, rather. Kennan's got it top of the key. Greenwood just can't figure out this 3-2 zone. Ligon will let a three go from the left corner. It's almost desperation time. It goes over the back of the backboard, and it goes to Siloam.
Yeah, he hits it or shoots it from the left baseline, and that shot hit high off the rim and went over the back of the backboard. So Siloam already with a 16-point lead, has 5-0 run to begin the second half here and the possession.
Here's Stewart with it. Over to Newman, left wing. Siloam working left to right on your radio dial. He'll drive in on Bartlett, and a whistle blows. Probably on Bartlett.
It is. That'll be his first. Hunter Houston quickly off the bench for Greenwood.
He'll get Aiden Kennan. 6:03 to go. Siloam up 16. Bulldogs in a jam here. Ford gets it out to Vashon. Hunter Houston's up in his pocket. Back in the corner is Weinsberg. Shot off the backboard. Almost went in. Rebound. Ligon couldn't handle it. Went right to Newman. They kick it back out. Here's Stewart. Bartlett out on him closely.
And difference in this game, you mentioned threes, but Siloam has gotten the caroms off the rim.
Yep.
Greenwood couldn't chase down the loose ball. Siloam's had it and taken advantage of it.
They feed inside the Ford left block. He's working on Bartlett. Double team, now triple team. Still went up and in. He's fouled. He'll have an and one. 8 points for Jackson Ford. A workhorse in there. The foul called on Stein, his second.
Donnie Husband wants a timeout.
5:35 left. Let's see if we can find out who are some of our Ronald Reagan Realty players of the games are. Big B Stein. He's a senior, plays football and basketball, going to Pittsburgh State to play football. He was the 2020 championship game Burlsworth player of the game last year for the Greenwood Bulldogs football team. James and Debbie Stein are his parents. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott. Favorite author, Jeff Kinney. Favorite music artist, Morgan Whalen. That's B. Stein, Braden Stein, one of our seniors in our Ronald Reagan Realty player spotlights tonight. And a thank you to Ronald and Reagan for all their help with the broadcast. Girls play tomorrow night. Speaking of Clemence's, Haven will be out there with the rest of her senior mates and juniors and sophomores and freshmen. Oh, my. Greenbrier Panthers come to town tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. And for the semifinals of the 5A West District Tournament. Free throw's no good. Stein high for the rebound. And he'll get it to Bartlett. Into the front court. Now Forbes top of the key. Goes to Houston way out on the floor right side. Here's Sam trying to penetrate. Kick to Ligon in the corner. Ligon back to Forbes in the right corner. Now top of the key, Hunter Houston. Tried to feed Bartlett. Ball just tipped out of there. And the ball's loose on the floor. Stewart comes up with it for Siloam. Tried to feed down to Jackson Ford and threw it into the student section. Greenwood's basketball.
Yeah, Greenwood just needs to knock about 6 threes in a row down without Siloam scoring or get right back in this.
That's exactly right. Down 18. And we can sure do it. Just got to let it fly, boy. I mean, it's to the point now there's no tomorrow. You've got to lay it on the line, especially a senior. It's the last trip for some of these guys to ever lace up the boots. So here's Ligon trying to penetrate hard to the rack. Shot altered a bit, no call, and the rebound cleared out by Vashon for Siloam. He'll leave it for Stewart. Deep three. Nope. Hey, he missed one. Rebound battle for it. Vashon got it. Just another bounce went their way. Walk as Weinsberg tried to go up on Stein, and Stein threw it into the cheerleading section. Mercy sakes. Blocked shot.
Weinsberg thought he had an opportunity there, shuffled his feet a little bit, no call. And then he went up, and Stein closed the gap quickly. I don't know how you don't see that big fella because he's 6'6", 290.
Kinnan back in for Houston. Inbounds to Ford. He'll hand it right back to Stewart, but the long rebound. No block out of the shooter, and Stewart got his own board, and then Ligon comes up and doubles the problem by foul. I think he fouled on the way in. Yep.
And it's one of those, again, the ball bouncing Siloam's way. They're getting every loose ball. They're getting every missed shot. Greenwood's one chip on the offensive end, one shot, and it's not going in.
Stewart to the line for 2 free throws. First one's good. He's leading the way for all scorers tonight. He's hit 4 threes, and he's got 12, 13, 14, 15, 17 points, looking for his 18th here. He missed a free throw a while ago, so that's positive. And didn't miss that one, though. Rolled around the iron and through. 43-23, Bulldogs in a deep hole now with a quarter and a half left. And a bad pass from Bartlett, stolen away by Vashon, and it's a layup on the other end. 22-point deficit. And then the ball thrown away, and Siloam will get it right back. Wow. I looked down to mark a basket and missed exactly what went on. It's tough. An unforced error in the backcourt. It's 45-23. Here is Weinsberg with it. Vashon, now Newman. Back up top, Newman will penetrate into the lane. Up and under, shot won't go. Got his own rebound. Up and in. They're just out wanting it tonight, Dr. Smith. I hate to say it. 47-23.
Yeah, they're getting the loose caroms. We've said it ad nauseum.
Yep. Here's Houston to the left elbow. To Forbes. Deep three, top of the key. Off the mark, Stein with an offensive board, and his putback just wouldn't go. That time the board bounced over to Bartlett. He missed the wide open one. And just can't get anything going down low. Tough sledding for the Bulldogs tonight. 47-23. Here's Newman up top for Siloam. Out to Weinsberg. They're going to milk some clock. Winner of this punches the ticket to the state tournament next week. They also get to go to Russellville tomorrow night and play in the semifinals. Try to give and go to Ford. He couldn't handle the hot shot, and it's turned over to Greenwood. Ligon's up off the bench. He'll come back in for Evan Bartlett. 47-23. Here's Ligon quickly. Got to make something happen. Rushes to the top of the key with it, leaves it for Forbes. Back to Ligon in the deep right corner. Trying to find something inside, can't do it. Finds a soft spot to Forbes, skipped it to Houston. He couldn't handle the shot or the pass. He was going to let one fly, I believe, there, but he loaded up before he caught it. Now Ligon top of the key. Inside to Forbes, out to Houston, right corner, Hunter. Back to Ligon up top for 3. Off the mark, rebound, Newman, and Stein fouled him. Yep. It's going to be his
third.
Yep, second in the half. 4th team foul. 47-23, Siloam on top. Greenwood with 2:51 left. Lensing will check back in. He'll get Sam Forbes.
And Coach Husband's over there just searching for answers right now. Shots not falling. Siloam getting every loose ball. And their shots are falling, especially Stewart's shots. Siloam with a big advantage here in the third quarter.
Weinsberg working on Lensing. He'll bring it in the front court. Lensing popped it out from behind to right to Houston. Now B. Micah's on the run. Wanting to go up off the window. It wouldn't fall. Kinnan with a rebound. He's fouled. And free throws coming.
You just see shots that were falling on that end. Vashon picks up his second, but shots that are falling for Siloam haven't been falling for Greenwood. Just an opportunity there. The ball rims off no good. Aiden gets the rebound. His first free throw's up, and it's good.
Bashirs will come in for Stein. That's the first point Greenwood has scored in the period. 47-24. 2:33 left, third period. One more for the sophomore, and it is good. Nothing but net. Kennan with 4 points tonight. 47-25. Got to score with the clock stopped, if nothing else. Stewart will beat the press, drive into the paint. Shot up, altered by Bashirs. Rebound, Triple H. He's on the run. Houston goes to Kennan left wing. Nobody home inside. Back out on the floor to Hunter Houston. He'll try to penetrate and go up top to Ligon. Ligon down the right side of the lane to Lensing in the right corner. And he threw it away. Tried to go back to Ligon. Stewart got the steal, and Ligon commits his fourth foul.
Yeah, the 14th foul on Green, actually the 15th foul here in the second half. Just a flip, because the first half, Siloam had more team fouls than Greenwood, and now Greenwood, obviously behind, trying to get possessions and trying to make the most of those possessions, have committed fouls here. The 15th foul, and Ligon will have to take a seat with 4 fouls here in the third quarter. Bartlett
back in for Greenwood. Josh Stewart will walk it across for the Panthers. Now pick up the steam a little bit, hand it off to Vashon. He traveled, no call. Around the horn they go, back to, there's our boy Soderquist. We hadn't seen in a while. He lost the handle. Hunter Houston couldn't get it and save it inbounds. And Soderquist, who just drove into Lensing, an obvious charge. Wow, and they called a block. Man, when it rains, it pours.
Yeah, when the arm extends like that, it should be an offensive foul. There was no offensive foul called. Instead, a block called on Michael Lensing. And Siloam will get the possession and inbound underneath their own basket.
There's Vashon with it. Back in the corner to Stewart. Coming off a moving pick. 3-ball wouldn't go, but guess what? Long rebound right back to Stewart. Coach Husband looking for somebody who wants to block out. Into the lane goes Newman. And his shot wouldn't go, but he's fouled by Hunter Houston. And that's Doc Holt coming in up off the bench. He'll check in, the sophomore for the Bulldogs. Triple H's second foul. To the line goes Newman. 7 points for him.
Newman.
He's a 10th grader. Shot up off the front iron, no good. Holt will come in and get Lensing. Now this is see if Dawson Holt, a sophomore, can bring some pizzazz. This kid's high energy. You remember his dad playing, and maybe even his aunt for that matter, and maybe his brother, the ice cream man. Dawson going to try to set his own mark here at Greenwood. Let's see if the kid can get something going for us on the offensive end. 48-25, somebody's got to do something. Here's Bartlett. Picked his dribble up out on the floor, finds Hunter Houston, left side. Down to Kennan in the left corner. There's Holt in the soft spot to Bartlett in the left corner.
See if Dawson can channel his cousin Kinley Fisher and knock some shots down from the outside.
Here's Holt to Bartlett up top. Evan wants to drive. Cut off the left elbow. They're going to call a travel on him. He pitched it out to Holt. I didn't see the extra step. It looked awkward, but it wasn't quite illegal yet. Turnover nonetheless. 48-25, and with a minute 8 left in the third period, the Bulldogs are going to need a miracle. And I don't even know if I can bring him through to this one. Here's Newman through the weaving, through the traffic, into the front court with the ball. Hands it off to Weinsberg.
Stewart over to Weinsberg. His three's off the rim, no good, but guess what? There's a rebound by Soderquist, and he travels. So a rebound on the offensive miss. Siloam gets it. Now Greenwood with the possession, down 48-25.
I think I hung up on you.
Bartlett to Houston. Houston inside to Bashirs. Kicks it out to Kennan. His three from the left wing. Up and good. Aiden Kennan knocks down the long-range shot for the Bulldogs. Hopefully that'll get him going, down 20.
Kennan hit a big three. Sorry about the technical difficulties. We're back here. But on the other end, a little floater by Newman. No problem. The lead's back 50-28, 22 points. 15 seconds left in the third period. And that is Bartlett to Kennan. Down to Holt in the left corner. Back out to Kennan, 4 seconds. Bartlett's got to let it go from the left wing for 3. It's off the mark. And we've played 3 periods of basketball in an elimination game. The Bulldogs were murdered in that quarter, 16-5. And they've dug a hole that may be insurmountable. 22 points here in a winner-go-home elimination game. And we'll see if the Bulldogs can muster up one last run against these Panthers. It's Greenwood basketball, Greenwood Sports Center Online, and the Sports Hog 103.5.
Well,
8 minutes left. Yep. We're back here in Siloam Springs. Bulldogs have 8 minutes left in this one. Ronald Reagan Realty sponsored our player profiles all this season. Appreciate the Clements boys for all their help. And Evan Bartlett, Bart's his nickname. One of John Brown University Construction Management. As Stein gets a feed inside up off the window. Good. His first points of the half. Bulldogs down 20. Alan Jackson, Stein's favorite music artist. Or Bartlett's favorite music artist. Travis and Aaron Bartlett, his parents. Trust the process, his favorite saying. He's a distinguished scholar, Principal's Row, AP scholar. Evan Bartlett, grade point 4.17. He is one of our Ronald Reagan Realty player profile spotlights tonight. A senior. Free throws on the other end. First one's good for for Weinsberg. Made the second one as well. He's got 7 points. The lead's back to 22. Ligon up top. Threw it away. Tried to hit Kennan to no avail.
Yeah, threw it to where Kennan was. What you came from instead of where Kennan was, if that makes sense.
Yep. Siloam's ball in the backcourt, 52-30. Hey, that's a good student section. Made their way up here. Some football boys. There's a steal for Greenwood. Ligon the other way. Forbes 3, right wing. Oh, just too long. Ball tipped around right into Weinsberg, and that's going to be all for Caleb Ligon. And possibly his career at Greenwood as a Bulldog ends here tonight on the basketball floor. And he will foul out with 1 point, 2 rebounds unofficially, 2 assists unofficially, and a steal. A tough one here. Dad, the coach. And they embrace as he comes off the floor. Let's see if these Bulldogs can gut check one time, maybe give Caleb one more ride, but it'll be a tough one here. High fives from the crowd or from the rest of the team. And on the other end, Siloam will shoot free throws. A 1-and-1, it's good. Foul count now 9-1. Siloam with superb defense here in the second half with only 1 team foul.
One part of that's Greenwood trying to get back in the ball game, committing fouls, taking some chances.
54-30. Here comes Bartlett across the timeline. Greenwood working right to left here in the second half. Houston up top. Inside to Stein. Back out to Kennan. We just can't hold on to the ball. We fumbled a bunch of passes like that, getting ready to try to shoot too quick, I believe, instead of getting the ball and then setting up. We've seen it from almost every player on the team. Here's Kennan trying to work the left baseline. Nice little soft jumper, won't go. Hunter Houston got in there and knocked the rebound away up off the window for the sophomore, and Houston's got his 5th point. 54-32, 6:45 left.
Good play on the weak side, just a smart play, knowing where the basketball is going to come off the rim. A foul there on the defensive end. Forbes picks up his 4th. Free throw line, that's 10 on Greenwood, so now Stewart go to the free throw line, and of all the people to put on the free throw line, Stewart may not be the one.
Double bonus. First one's on the way, and good for Josh Stewart. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 points. This will be his 20th. He's only missed 1 free throw. Yep, he got it. 20 points for him. He's 6 out of 7 from the line. 56-32. Bartlett up top. Trying to penetrate, nobody home, out to Forbes. Down to Kennan, left wing. They're in the corner now, Aiden. Cut off down there to Forbes. Looking inside, nobody home, finds Kennan, lets a 3 fly from the left side. It's way off the mark. And Weinsberg with a rebound. We've got a jump ball as Houston got in there and tied it up. The arrow points to Siloam, though.
Yeah, Houston just playing like he's possessed here the last 2 possessions. Gets the rebound. Now Joe Russell off the bench, as well as Chase Bashirs, and that'll get a couple seniors.
Yep, giving a round of applause for Evan and Bartlett and Braden Stein, 2 seniors, and Coach Husband embracing. These guys have been with Coach all 3 years. He's been here at Greenwood. And so kind of the guys that are going to lay the foundation for what Donnie hopes to happen in the future, and he gives them a curtain call, one last chance for the crowd to see it. Joe Russell checks in, a junior. Haven't seen him. Bashir is also back in for the Bulldogs.
And Hunter Houston again.
Yep, got active in there, knocked it off of Vashon, I believe. It'll be Greenwood's basketball. Here comes Jay Wright up off the bench for Greenwood. He's a junior. Coach going to let these guys get in the fire and get a little taste of it. Russell over to Houston. High post Bashir's just tapped away by Ford to Vashon. Back to Ford, who was ahead of the pile. Lost the handle on it. Ball went flying out on the floor. Hunter Houston's on the deck. He'll pick it up, and he'll bring it across the timeline. Finds Forbes right wing down to Kennan. 17-footer right baseline off the mark. Ball's up and got his own rebound. There's a whistle away from the ball. 24, 42.
44 maybe?
Yeah, okay, good. Ford's second team foul of the half. Forbes will come out. Jay Wright will check in. Sam with 7 points tonight and a great season for the junior. Looking forward to his senior campaign next year with a huge class of seniors. Some salty next year, some seniors, a huge senior class. These sophomores will be juniors. They're battle tested, and a good freshman crop coming up as sophomores. Here's Houston now to Kennan. Back to Houston up top. Hunter wants to drive through. Kicked it to Jay Wright in the deep left corner, but the pass threw him out of bounds. He saved it into Kennan, then Kennan threw it off of Nick Gray. As Doc Holt will come in, he will get Hunter Houston. Here's Lance Merrick, and he will get Aiden Kennan. So 5 fresh bodies on the floor for the Bulldogs. Let's see what they can bring to the table. Merrick's got it out on the floor. He's a junior. Russell now up top, a junior. To Holt, the sophomore. Back to Joe Russell. Looking inside, nobody home. Finds Holt. Back to Russell. Russell can shoot the 3 ball.
And this is a group of players you're going to see next year for Greenwood be able to be out there and get some quality minutes. Again, Siloam's going to run this 3-2 zone, whether it's Ford out there at the top or whoever they have. They're going to be out there in this zone, and it gives Greenwood a chance to see, and these younger players a chance to see what the zone's all about when they're out there.
I think that arrow, they got the last jump ball that was down here on the bottom. I don't know if the quarter happened between then and now, but I thought it should be our arrow. But nonetheless, there's a jump ball, and it goes to Siloam. Soderquist will inbound in the backcourt to Weinsberg. Some full court pressure now by Greenwood. Soderquist has it in the backcourt. And timeout called by Coach Stewart.
And here's what's tough about this for Siloam Springs. Yeah, you're the 4 seed, but you play tonight and you turn around immediately and have to play tomorrow night. Now, the good news is you're in the state tournament if you're Siloam Springs. I know there's 4:35 left, but with a 24-point lead, that's difficult mountain for Greenwood to climb. But they play tomorrow night, quick turnaround, much like the same for the Greenbrier girls, who came up here and won in overtime earlier before this game, have to drive back home and then turn around and come back to Greenwood tomorrow night. Very quick turnaround. The positive for those teams is they're in the state tournament no matter the outcome of tomorrow night, but it's Siloam's advantage. They were able to be home. They didn't have to travel anywhere. They played home, and now they travel tomorrow night. At least if 4:35 runs out like the rest of this game has gone, and Siloam will advance to the semifinals of the conference tournament.
Soderquist will inbound in the backcourt and just threw it away. Greenwood will get it right back. Ronald Reagan Realty been a big sponsor this season for our senior profiles. And our last senior is Caleb Ligon. Mid-league, they call him. He's a 12th grader, 3.0 GPA. He wants to go to barber school. I don't mind that. Donnie and Holly Husband are his parents' favorite saying and one. Jeff Kinney's his favorite author, and Beyonce, his favorite music artist. The Ronald Reagan Realty player spotlight tonight, and I appreciate all that the Clemens boys do for our broadcast and the Greenwood Athletic program.
Horton picks up the foul there. Ford will take a seat.
A nice applause from the home crowd. He's been a workhorse tonight. Only 8 points, but made his presence known. Here's Merrick, a 3 off the inbounds. No good. Long rebound. Bashir's high for it to Jay Wright. 3 from up top off the window. Good.
Hey, whatever it takes.
Flash, baby.
Right from downtown.
56. Yeah. 56-35. There's a steal. There's a bad pass. Jay Wright with a steal, and 5 points quickly for Wright. More pressure. Hello.
Yeah, pressure here in the
Yes.
backcourt. And Siloam able to break it.
Did I drop
Horton
you
all
again?
by himself. Kicks the ball out front. That's Soderquist, kicks it back out, and that's number 1. That's Gray. Gray back to Soderquist, kicks it around the left side. Hunter looks inside, and Joe Russell comes out of there with it. Greenwood making a little run here. Russell into the front court. Over to Merrick, now to Dawson Holt on the left side. Back out to Russell at the top of the key. Over to Merrick. Merrick to Dawson Holt. He thinks about the 3, lines it up. That shot off the rim, no good. Battle for the rebound, Chase Bashirs. The ball goes out of bounds almost, but tracked down by Chase Bashirs, so Greenwood has the possession. There's a foul on the play. Joe Russell cutting across the lane, and the foul's going to be on number 5. That's Soderquist. He picks up his 4th.
Bulldogs a little run here with the JV squad. It's a 19-point deficit. Russell into Wright up top of the key. Jay with a quick 5-point spurt to give the Bulldogs a little run. Holt goes inside quickly to Bashirs, high off the window, turnaround jumper is no good. And it'll be Siloam's ball now. They'll slow it down. Wright guarding Weinsberg. You say, why didn't we do a little full court pressure the whole game? I don't know. But we're getting it now. Maybe we can scrap a little points out of this deal. Weinsberg from the left corner for Siloam. 2:50 to go. 19-point deficit. Weinsberg up top. He is a junior, so we'll get some of him next year as well. To Soderquist, a senior. Double teamed out on the floor. Back to Weinsberg. 2:37 left. 56-37 Bulldog season going to come to an end here tonight.
Siloam doing exactly what they need to do. Just take the air out of the basketball, force Greenwood to come out to you, and either foul or get a layup is what Siloam's offensive strategy is. Either get fouled, or make a layup if there's an uncontested shot.
Gray has it, goes to Horton at the high post. They kick it to Jedi Hunter in the left corner. Thank you. Number 35. He'll feed inside to Horton. His shot up off the window is good. Second basket for Trey Horton. Here comes Greenwood down 21. 2 minutes left. And Jay Wright's got it left wing. Pump fakes, tries to penetrate, jump stop, and he's fouled by the Jedi Knight, Jedi Hunter. And the ball will be out of bounds. Russell to inbounds. Coach Stewart brings in the rest of his bench over on the Siloam side. That is Will Grider. Number 30 is Brendan Lashley. 32 is not on my roster.
That's Pat Sajak.
Pat Sajak.
They got one too many on the floor.
Well, I think they got, now they don't have enough.
Maybe they were playing with that many.
Now there's 5. You're right. No doubt. Wait a minute. Let's go back and look at the film. Joe Russell to inbound for Greenwood. Finds Bashirs all alone. Shot just wouldn't go from 5 feet. Ball tapped out. Merrick to Wright on the right wing. Lance Merrick winds up a 3. Splash for Lance Merrick. His first 3. 58-40, 18 points. Here's Gray with it now. Pressure at midcourt. Russell on the deck. Got the steal to Jay Wright. And Wright, ill-advised, tried to throw it to Merrick. Nobody home. And now a foul by Bashirs as Jedi Hunter had the basketball. He'll be fouled and get a chance for some free throws.
Yeah, with Chase, he's got one speed.
Yeah.
That's full bore, and he commits the foul there. Just an aggressive play there, trying to get to the basketball.
The rest of the Bulldogs up off the bench. They'll get a chance here with 1:26 left. That's Matt Parker, a junior, fixing to check in. Hot Rod Blankenship, Chase Blankenship coming in. He's a junior. Josh Terry, a junior. And Easton Hedge, a junior. Russell stays out with him. So all juniors on the floor right now for Greenwood. One more for Jedi Hunter, and it's rattles home. And here comes Jackson Spence in for Siloam. He'll get Nick Gray. So Blankenship will inbound in the backcourt. And Russell will let it bound. Now he's got it, and here we come. 59-40. Top of the key. Here's Terry, left wing.
Shoot it, big fella.
That's right. Looking inside. Has Hedge, but goes to Parker in the corner. Skips it over to Russell. 3-ball, top of the key. Won't go. Long rebound. Cleared out by Lashley. And he'll bring it up for the Panthers with a 1:08 to go. Got somebody missing an assignment. Who's guarding who? Siloam has it now top of the key. That's Grider. Down it goes to 32, Pat Sajak. He traveled, no call, throws a wild one up. Wouldn't go. Offensive board up and in for Will Grider. 61-40. Here come the Bulldogs. 45 seconds. Blankenship back up top to Russell. Deep three for Little Joe. Off the mark, won't go. And that's got to be a walk.
Yeah. He's looking for pay dirt. He was carrying it for a first down yardage there.
Sajak. Greenwood got it off the turnover. I was going to say, I understand the game's over and there's 34 seconds, but we still have to officiate. And he walked. They finally blew the whistle. Russell gets the inbounds
Shoot
into
it,
Terry,
big fella.
top of the key.
Swaggy buckets.
To Parker now. 29 seconds. Out to Terry out on the floor. Josh to the top of the key. Over to Blankenship, right wing. Now back out to Parker. Down to Hedge. That ball was kicked. No call. Steal. Terry's got it. He's
dunk
going
that.
uncontested up. Pump fake. Up off the window. Won't go. And the ball's out of bounds off of Siloam. So we'll give Terry a steal on my stat sheet. Because he's got the same last name as me. And a lot of my genes. Inbounds comes to Blankenship up top.
Levi's, Wranglers.
Yes. Down to Hedge. To Russell. 3 ball from the right corner at the buzzer. Won't go. 61-40. And that'll do it for the Greenwood Bulldogs boys basketball season. They got to 10 wins. They got in and had a chance to play for a berth to the state tournament. Just baby steps as we go through the Donnie Husband era here. A lot of excitement in the program for sure around town. A tough one here, losing to Siloam twice in 8 days. In really heartbreaking fashion after beating the Panthers up here on their home court. Just couldn't find the right mix and get it done tonight. The season will come to a close for Greenwood, 10-13 overall, and lose in the second round of the 5A West District Tournament. Well, it was a lot of fun this season, boys, on the guys' side. We saw them grow a lot. You see what they're trying to do, and Donnie's getting the program running, and got to be a little excited. The crowd was there, a lot of support for the program. Obviously, the girls are head and shoulders one of the best in the state, and the boys trying to get up there and at least be a positive factor in the postseason, and they're going in the right direction.
Yeah, if you walk away from this, I mean, I know it's a 21-point loss, and that's going to sting, especially for the seniors who don't have another opportunity. But the strides that this team has made and this program has made in the last 3 years, Coach Husband deserves a lot of credit, obviously, for that. The kids have bought in, and they're playing hard. And it's teams that, I mean, even though Siloam won by 20, they had to work for it. And they understand that anytime you got Greenwood on the schedule, you better pack your lunch because it's going to be a battle. And Siloam came away tonight because they knocked down a lot of shots from the outside and took Greenwood out of their offensive rhythm early, and that really sealed the fate for the Greenwood Bulldogs. But proud of the way this Bulldogs team has come. 9 wins on the year, very impressive opportunity for the Bulldogs, very impressive year, and I think good things are in store for the Bulldogs moving forward.
Well, I appreciate all of our sponsors down the line for your support of the basketball program. We've still got a lot of basketball left in this season as the Lady Bulldogs are still on tap to make another run to the state championship, and that's the goal as the defending champs. They will be on tomorrow at 6 o'clock. We'll have it for you right here on Greenwood Sports Center live stream and on the Sports Hog 103.5. So tune in tomorrow or come out to HB Stewart. Probably let some more folks in. Dr. Smith, you got anything for the people to know about getting in the game tomorrow?
Yeah, just come out, support the Lady Bulldogs. They'll play at 6 o'clock there at HB Stewart. Tickets online. Get your tickets online. Come out and support this Lady Bulldogs team as they continue to try to win the conference and win state. Well, we will call it a night here from Siloam Springs. The boys go down 61-40, and the season ends at 10-13. Some numbers for you real quick. Bartlett ended up with 5 points tonight. 1 point for Ligon. He fouled out again. 7 for Forbes, 7 for Stein, 7 for Kennan, 5 for Hunter Houston, 5 for Jay Wright up off the bench, and a 3-ball for Lance Merrick. 5 boards for Stein as well tonight. And those seniors will come to an end here tonight at Panther Arena. Sean Holland, appreciate it. All the work getting the live stream going. We'll pack it up, and we'll do it again tomorrow night at HB Stewart Bulldog Arena. 6 o'clock tip-off.
Greenwood and Greenbrier girls in the semifinals of the 5A West District basketball tournament. So come out and support or tune in. Whatever your social medium is, feel free to tag along. We've been watching Greenwood basketball on Greenwood Sports Center on YouTube and Facebook. And you've been listening to the River Valley's leader in local sports, the Sports Hog 103.